In this video, you'll learn how to solve 6 classic lens problems for AP Physics 2, with each problem getting more difficult. Problem 1. A 4 centimeter tall object is placed 30 centimeters in front of a converging lens with focal length 10 centimeters. Part A, find the image distance. Whenever I solve a lens problem, I like to first draw a ray diagram. If you're not sure how to draw a ray diagram, I'll post a link in the corner of this video that shows you step by step how to draw ray diagrams for lenses. The first ray we're going to draw is going to be the ray that is parallel to the optical axis, and then once it goes through the lens, it's going to refract through the focal point. The second ray is going to go through the focal point to the lens, and then it's going to refract parallel to the optical axis. And where these two rays intersect is where your image is going to be located. Now, when I draw these ray diagrams for these lens problems, the diagram does not have to be exactly perfect. So this might not be the exact location of where that image is, but at least it gives me an idea what the characteristics of that image are. Is it upright? Is it inverted? Is it smaller? Is it bigger, for example? To solve lens problems, there are two equations you're going to need to know. The first is the thin lens equations, and this is just like the mirror equation, which just states that 1 over the focal length is equal to 1 over the image distance plus 1 over the object distance. The second equation is the magnification equation, which states that m is equal to the image height divided by the object height, which is equal to the negative image distance divided by the object distance. Now, I have kind of a silly way to remember this, and I did this when I was in college. I just remember hi-ho equals negative di-do. So hi-ho equals negative di-do helps me to remember this equation. To find the image distance, we're going to first apply the thin lens equation. And so if we substitute our focal length as well as the object distance, we get 1 over 10 is equal to 1 over di plus 1 over 30. This gives us 1 over di is equal to 1 over 10 minus 1 over 30. And then if we subtract these two numbers, we get 2 over 30, because if I multiply 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom, I get 3 over 30. So 3 minus 1 is 2, and our denominator is 30. To find the image distance, don't forget to take the inverse of that. So di is equal to 30 over 2, which is 15 centimeters. Next, we're going to solve for the magnification of the image. From our magnification equation, we know that m is equal to negative di over do. Substituting the image distance and the object distance, we get negative 15 over 30, which is negative 0.5. The significance of the negative just means that it's going to be inverted or flipped from what our object orientation was. And then the 0.5 just means that it's going to be half the size of what it was before. Next, we're going to look for the image height. We can rewrite the magnification equation. We know m is equal to image height divided by the object height, and rewriting that, solving for image height, we get hi is equal to m times the object height. So this should probably make sense if you think about it, right? Magnification is telling you like how much bigger or how much smaller it is. So taking the magnification times the object height gives you the image height. So substituting m and the object height, we get negative 0.5 times 4, and that gives us negative 2 centimeters. Next, we're going to describe the image. In this situation, we have a real image, which just means that the light rays actually do intersect at this point. If it was virtual, it just means it only appears to come from that location. But here we have a real image. It's also inverted. It's flipped from the orientation that it was pointing initially, and also you notice that it is smaller. And so all of our numbers here corresponds to our quick sketch. Remember, our quick sketch doesn't have to be perfect, but it gives us kind of a ballpark idea of what the image characteristics should be. A 3 centimeter tall object is placed 15 centimeters in front of a converging lens with a focal length of 10 centimeters. Find the image distance. Once again, we're going to first draw our ray diagram. Our first ray is going to be parallel to the optical axis and then through the focal point. Our second ray is going to go through the focal point and then parallel to the optical axis. And where these two lines intersect, that is going to be where our image will be located. Next, we're going to use our thin lens equation to solve for the image distance. So substituting our focal length and our object distance, we get 1 over 10 is equal to 1 over the image distance plus 1 over 15. which gives us 1 over di is equal to 1 over 10 minus 1 over 15. Now we need to have common denominators right here. So this first, the fraction, I'm going to multiply 3 on the top and on the bottom, so we get 3 over 30. This fraction, we're going to multiply 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, we get 2 over 30. So on the top, we get 3 minus 2 divided by the common denominator of 30. That gives us 1 over 30. Don't forget to take the inverse to find the image distance, and the image distance we get is 30 centimeters. Next, we're going to find the magnification. And remember from our magnification equation, we know that m is equal to negative di over do. Substituting for di and do, we get negative 30 divided by 15, which is equal to negative 2. Notice that there are no units here because this is like a ratio. So negative 2 just tells us that the negative means that it's inverted, and the 2 tells me that it's going to be double the size that we originally have. Now, if you look at the diagram, you might say, well, that's not exactly double. That's okay. The sketch just gives an idea of the characteristics of the image, and then on the right here, we're going to calculate what those actual numbers are. Next, we're going to calculate the image height. Going back to our magnification equation, we know that m is equal to hi over ho. So hi is equal to m times ho. So basically the magnification times the object height. So we get negative 2 times 3, which gives us negative 6 centimeters. And that negative, once again, or this negative right here just tells us that it's also inverted. And then also the 6 is telling us that the image height going to be 6 centimeters, which makes sense because it's twice the size of the object height, and the object height was 3. So the image height here is 6 centimeters negative because it's inverted. Next, we're going to describe the image because these rays do actually meet and intersect at this point. So this is a real image. It's inverted. It's flipped from what it was before, and it is larger compared to our object height initially. A 2 centimeter tall object is placed 6 centimeters in front of a converging lens with focal length of 10 centimeters. Find the image distance. Let's start with our ray diagram. Because the focal point is behind our object, we're going to draw the ray coming from the focal point through the tip of our object all the way to the lens, and then it's going to refract parallel. Our second ray will go parallel to the optical axis and then go through the focal point on the other side of the lens. Notice that these two rays, they never intersect. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend these lines backwards with these dotted lines, and notice that they do intersect behind the object. And because these rays are not actually going backwards here, they're actually going towards the right, we refer to this type of image as a virtual image, which just means the light rays appear to come from this point, but they don't actually come from this point. First, we're going to solve for the image distance by applying the thin lens equation. We're going to substitute for the focal length and the object distance. And we get 1 over 10 is equal to 1 over di plus 1 over 6. This gives us 1 over di is equal to 1 over 10 minus 1 over 6, which is equal to negative 4 over 60. We're solving for the image distance, so we need to take the inverse of that, and we get the image distance is equal to negative 15 centimeters. Next, we're going to solve for the magnification. M is equal to negative di over do, so we get 15 over 6. Notice that there's a negative here, which cancels out the negative in the image distance, so we get a magnification of 2.5. Next, we're going to solve for the image height. The image height is just the magnification times the object height, and we get 2.5 times 2, which is 5 centimeters. Next, we're going to describe the image. Notice that the image is virtual because the rays do not actually intersect at this point here. Notice that the image is upright, and notice that it is larger than the object. Now we're going to look at a concave lens problem, also known as a diverging lens. A 5 centimeter tall object is placed 20 centimeters in front of a diverging lens with a focal length of negative 10 centimeters. When you see that negative, you know we're dealing with a concave lens, not a convex lens. Find the image distance. We're going to once again draw the ray diagram. For a diverging lens or a concave lens, the rays that go towards the focal point on the other side will refract parallel to optical axis, and the ray that is parallel to the optical axis will refract away from the focal point. And notice that these two lines do not intersect, so I'm going to extend this line backwards with this dotted line. Where they do intersect, I'm going to draw my image. Notice that this image is going to be virtual because the rays do not actually intersect at this point. First, we're going to solve for the image distance by applying the thin lens equation. We're going to substitute for the focal length as well as the object distance, and that gives us 1 over negative 10 is equal to 1 over di plus 1 over 20. And solving for 1 over di, we get negative 1 over 10 minus 1 over 20, which is negative 3 over 20. To solve for the image distance, do not forget to take the inverse of what you just solved, and we get di is equal to negative 20 over 3, or negative 6.67 centimeters. Next, we're going to solve for the magnification using our magnification equation, which states that m is equal to negative di over do, and we get 6.67 divided by 20. Notice that this negative here, it gets canceled out because the di is negative, the image distance is negative, so we get 6.67, a positive number, divided by 20, and our magnification is 0.33. Next, we're going to find the image height. The image height is equal to the magnification times the object height, and we get 0.33 times 5, which is 1.67 centimeters. Now we'll look at the image characteristics. So this image is going to be virtual because the rays appear to come from this point, but do not actually intersect at this point, and it is upright and is also smaller compared to the object. In problem 5, we do not know if the lens is a converging or a diverging lens. A lens forms a real image 24 centimeters from the lens when an object is placed 12 centimeters from the lens. Find the focal length. We're going to start with the thin lens equation by substituting di and do. So we get 1 over f is equal to 1 over 24 plus 1 over 12, which is 3 over 24. To find the focal length, we're going to make sure we remember to take the inverse of this fraction, and the focal length is 8 centimeters. Because the focal length is a positive number, we now know that this lens is a converging lens or a convex lens, and so we're going to now sketch the ray diagram for this problem. Our first ray will be parallel to the optical axis, and it's going to go through the focal point on the other side, and our second ray is going to go through the focal point and refract parallel to the optical axis, and where these two rays meet, we have our image. Next, we're going to find the magnification of our image. M is equal to negative di over do, so we get negative 24 over 12, which is equal to negative 2. The significance of the negative just tells me that the image is inverted, and it's going to be double the size. Part C, is the lens converging or diverging? It is going to be converging because this focal length is positive. Next, we're going to describe the image. This is a real image because the rays do actually intersect at this point. It's inverted, it's flipped from the orientation of the object, and it is larger than the object. Problem 6. A lens produces an inverted image that is twice as tall as the object. The object is 18 centimeters from the lens. What is the magnification? The clue to the answer of this question is right in the question, which is twice as tall and inverted. So we know that magnification is going to be negative 2. Next, we're going to look for the image distance. The problem here is we do not know the focal length. So we're going to use the magnification equation to find the image distance. And we know from the magnification equation that m is equal to negative di over do. So di is equal to negative m times do, which gives us 2 times 18, which is 36 centimeters. Note the negatives cancel out. To find the focal length, we'll then use the thin lens equation and substitute for di and do, and we get 1 over f is equal to 1 over 36 plus 1 over 18, which is equal to 3 over 36. To find the focal length, don't forget to take the inverse. So the focal length is 36 divided by 3, and we get 12 centimeters. And lastly, they want to know if the lens is converging or diverging. Because the focal length is a positive number, we know that this is a convex lens or a converging lens. For more helpful physics resources, check out the video description.